Hi, welcome to AI Doc YouTube channel. And for today's AI day, there is a use case I have seen like for how we can use AI on regular day like in real world scenario. So there was this case where uh, AI of dead Arizona road rage victim addresses killer in court. So recently, I have seen some Indian weddings where uh, uh, like late father or mother, those are brought back to life in video to give congratulation to their son or daughter, so family can feel their presence in their this like life event. So those scenario I have seen on like different social media. So this is the case where Chris Pelke was killed in road rage shooting in 2021. He was 37-year-old, devotedly religious and army combat veteran. So there was this court hearing happened, and Pelke's sister and her husband, Pelke's sister Wells and her husband fed AI models video and audio of Pelke to try and come up with rendering that would match the sentiment of thoughts of still alive Pelke. So let's try to go to exact video or details covered by abc15.com. So we'll try to check. So it's 3 minutes long. So let's go through this video so we will get more idea about this case and like what is the exact statement this Pelke given to in court.
Chris Pelkey was shot and killed in a road rage incident. This happened in the fall of 2021. The shooter was just sentenced this month. But ahead of that sentencing, an AI generated version of Chris Pelkey gave a victim statement who forgave the shooter.
Stacey Wales has plenty. Yes, it was given for to forgive sentence, but there was strong sentiments from his friend and family because he was a good person. So those effect and this forgiveness actually uh, create more impact on this whole sentiments in court. Plenty to remember her little brother by.
This is his dress uniform.
But she'd trade it all to have Chris Pelkey back.
Trying to make this come to life and to lift him off the page in the best way that we could that's available to us now.
Pelkey survived multiple overseas tours in the military, but back home in November of 2021, he was leaving a church softball game when he was killed in a road rage shooting at Germain and Gilbert Roads in Chandler. His family endured a grueling legal process, 2 trials over 3.5 years. Last week, Gabriel Horcasitas was convicted of manslaughter. Before sentencing, 49 victim statements were shared. Stacey spent 2 years working on hers.
All I kept coming back to was, what would Chris say?
As a tech-forward family, Stacey and her husband Tim worked regularly with artificial intelligence. So Stacey suggested letting AI generate a victim statement directly from the victim through modern tech beyond the grave.
It became so real that I broke down in tears.
Tim prompted AI with old video, audio, and a good photo of their brother. It took a few days. So they trained on previously available video because we have all have a handy mobile phone, and whenever there is a celebration or good moments, we try to capture those with phone or camera. So this old footage were used in this training of AI. Their victim rights attorney, Jessica Gattuso, was reluctant at first. Is this even legal?
Our law in Arizona says that victims can give their victim impact statement in any, they have the discretion to choose how they give their victim impact statement.
So they use this particular clause of law. So victim can give their like explanation. So they, I think here we have clause like after death or after injury, it is not clearly mentioned. So they use this clause and give statement.
And this is how they chose to do so. So yes, it's absolutely legal.
Here's Chris in a real recording before his death.
Just like Jesus says, love God and love people.
And here's the AI version, forgiving the shooter, scripted by Stacy.
It is a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances.
So when we try to compare both footage, its voice is very similar, and body language is also very similar.
God and love people.
And here's the AI version, forgiving the shooter, scripted by Stacy.
It is a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances. In another life, we probably could have been friends. I believe in forgiveness and in God who forgives. I always have, and I still do.
I love that AI. Thank you for that.
The state asked for 9.5 years. The judge gave 10.5 for manslaughter.
So the impact of this speech from Pelkey was so strong that the state wanted for 9.5-year sentence, but the judge gave like for 10.5 years, more than what they actually state expected.
We asked the Arizona Supreme Court about the general use of AI in courtrooms. Justice Ann Scott Timmer said AI has great potential, but also risks if misused. For the Pelkey family.
So the jury knows that this was created in good, like for good cause, but they are also worried about in future for different scenario of what this AI can be used for. So they are worried, but for this case, it worked for good cause.
Courtrooms, Justice Ann Scott Timmer said AI has great potential, but also risks if misused. For the Pelkey family, they found justice and a measure of peace, especially after one of Stacy's children reacted to seeing Uncle Chris one more time.
Mom and Dad, thank you so much for making that. I needed to hear from Uncle Chris one last time, and that meant so much. Thank you. And that is not what this was intended to do, but the result of having it be a healing piece for anybody.
So here it's we checked out this AI related news for real life court, or just actually used for get justice. So yes, that's it today for AI day. For today's AI day, let's meet next time with another interesting topic. Thank you.